So is null not null, we have already looked at it when we were dealing chapter 5, creating tables. So this is similar to that. Okay, the reason why we have this is like, let's say that we have a table where the salaries or date of birth was not yet defined for a client. I want to see all the clients where I do not have a date of birth, so that I can contact them and ask for the date of birth or phone number, whatever, right? So I want to know the rows where a certain column is null. I cannot say date of birth equal to null. We already seen this. Whenever it's null equal to doesn't work, you have to say where date of birth is null, right? So if you want to pull data where the value is null, that's why you use is null. Okay, use cases commonly used to identify missing or incomplete data in databases. So that's what it is. And you cannot use equal to compare nulls. You have to use is null. Okay, you cannot say date of birth equal to null. Then you can write the query, it will run without any error, but you will not get any results. Yeah, so this is the syntax. And this, see, like date of birth, I don't have date of birth for 9 employees, I have only one. So I want to see employee names whose date of birth is null. So I will get all the 9, I won't get the 10th one because date of birth is already defined on that, it's not null. So all these rows are null, so that's why I see the null. So that's how you use to pull data that is not complete. And here product description is null. Okay, now you have to watch this very closely, right? So product number 7, Tansy flower, right? Yeah, Tansy is actually a flower name. So here it is not null, it is empty string, like spaces here. Spaces is not equal to null. We have already talked about it in the data types. Okay, so that's why this is not pulled back. Only the null values are pulled back because you are asking for the data where description is null. So only 2 flowers fit this criteria, so you get only 2 rows. Okay, so I think it's clear. Spaces, empty spaces, because there might be 2 spaces, 3 spaces, 10 spaces. It's not printable to see how many spaces, right? But it is not null. Okay, it might be empty string also, like single quote without any space. That is also a valid string. It's not null. Okay, and then here see here, whenever same query, right, is null on the description, and then description equal to null. Here I got 2 rows because 2 rows have null description. Here I get nothing. So you are not supposed to use something like that when you are trying to compare null. You have to use is null. So that's all this whole lesson was about. Okay.